people will drive like absolute garbage.
Alright. Here we are again. Oh wait, I didn't mean to start streaming again. Oops.
How hard is it to put a new horn in my car?
Why didn't I do this before? Can I aim? Oh, I can aim!
Okay. Come here, Mama.
At least I think I can. I need to go find enemies to make sure I can actually aim.
Probably. So, should I put a train horn in my car? Yes or no?
Yes. Always a train horn.
Yes.
Always.
Just don't try to get it in Texas, it won't pass.
Damn.
I don't think she's concerned about that.
Yeah, I know that would absolutely destroy you not being able to pass inspection in Texas, but I mean, it won't pass. But
I'm good.
I'm pretty sure it just can't be hooked up to your horn button. Like if it's a separate switch for a separate horn, pretty sure it would pass.
No, you can have two different buttons for your horn. Just one of them has to be a normal horn.
Exactly.
This is my horn setting, and this is my fun setting.
Yes.
One dude actually had his normal horn wired to a switch panel with toggle switches, and you could turn on. He had like 6 different horns. You could turn on the switches according to what horn you wanted to sound. You just press the horn button and it sounds the horn. It was really cool.
Amazing. Alrighty. Time for...
Actually, the horn is still in
By
the
playing...
car. I think it's just not hooked up to anything because my steering wheel is
I feel like I need more alcohol for this. Oh god.
I need a shotgun.
I'll be back.
Doki Doki Literature Club. I have 2 cans in my bedroom. That sounds like far drive. Are you worth that much to me, Christopher? And I work at 7 in the morning. If I didn't work at 7 in the morning,
Just call in sick.
I can't actually without a doctor's note.
Really? I
It's
have
the
that
health.
little trust for you.
Wow, this is actually quite difficult.
Yeah. They do this.
That's depressing.
Also because it's really hard to find people to cover shifts. So. But then that
Oh, that's a rocket launcher. I don't need that.
Okay, here we are. I feel like this is a bit loud. There we go. Okay. Good. Text speed, I guess, pretty slow because I'm planning to read it. Auto forward time. I don't know what that means. All right, let's play Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a visual novel about cute Japanese schoolgirls, I think.
Playing visual novels? Oh my god. That always ends badly.
Please enter your name.
You actually gonna type that?
Yes. Wait, Hiloli isn't... That's not a Japanese enough name.
How the fuck is it not? It's literally
Hilolitsu. Hiloli-san.
just adding an H in front of it.
I'm so
You
dead.
just don't want to say Loli.
Wait, isn't it Lolicon in Japanese though?
How much Loli do you think I'm looking at?
Probably more than me. Yes. I have an adorable tiny girlfriend who looks like an anime character. She's awesome.
How does she feel?
Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. He likes when the girls do the chasing, I see. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Hilali. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, I apologize, my voice is awful because I'm sick. Well, extra awful. It's always bad, but, you know. By the way, Hilali,
So hard on yourself.
have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I hope you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. This game. You trust me, right?
Is it kind of a little too close to home?
Yeah, it does. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Wow, he still said no promises that line.
Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Because she's kinda cute, you know it. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in the new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. What?
If you read all of it, you have to read it in not a monotone voice.
Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting here clicking through this.
You have to.
No. Bring out your best voice acting impression.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
No!
Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold me soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I can't do accents, guys.
Activities.
Sayori, full of energy, sweet.
Voice actor. We didn't say you had to do Scottish accent.
Sayori, full of energy. I can't do any. I don't even know what Asian accents sound like. I don't know. Sayori, tenga mucho energía.
Are you?
What? I'm trying to translate this into Spanish.
That's what I thought you were doing.
Alex wrote the worst of visual novels. I'm glad you went to college instead of trying to you'd have been homeless by now.
Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I can run with this.
Everyone, the new member is here. Now, this is like my dwarven accent. I told you don't call me a new member. Yeah? How do you even say that in dwarvish accent? I glance about the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
None of us are dwarvish, Alex. We don't know how to say it.
Barakazat Kazarai Manu! That was actually dwarvish, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay, dwarf.
Sayori always Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? See, I'm too drunk for this. My voice is just gonna crack. Way to kill the atmosphere, man! Ah, hello, Lee. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. That was supposed to be Jamaican. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want me to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can... Oh, this is the one I gave the crappy Italian accent to. You can just ignore her when she gets so moody. Sayori said it quietly into my ears and then turns backward towards the other girls. No, I can't capture that one again.
Yeah, when you thought you were doing it.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. And this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears... Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Hey, just do Russian accent the whole time. Trust me.
That's right. It's great to see you again, Loli. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we very talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Iloli. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yeah, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori.
You know what's lame?
This accent?
The actual dialogue on Twitch, so I don't actually know what's going on.
You can't?
I can't see the dialogue.
What?
I'm just listening to your Russian accent.
Oh, crap. This has been screwed up the whole time.
Yeah, it has.
Shit, I'm sorry. No, I had no idea. I really had no idea. There we go. Now it should be right. Okay, now you can see it, right? Crap. I apologize to anyone who might watch this in the future.
Alright,
Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Tada!
What was that?
This is the closest I can get to Russian with my nose completely plugged.
Sounds more Transylvanian than anything.
Oh, you know. Oh! Natsuki! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whisker.
As if the alcohol wasn't giving me enough heartburn, I'm gonna start eating some hot Cheetos.
Good job. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
But guys, really, what happened to Fred?
So cute.
I'm still here.
Да, товарищ. Спасибо. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like a... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not, you know, for you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places teacup in front of each of us before setting down teapot next to cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Okay, I can't do this accent anymore.
It's okay, we'll let you stop.
It's good, because I can't understand what the fuck you're saying.
Good. Isn't that the point? Yeah, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I hadn't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all them politics around the major clubs that feel like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Okay, I can't do this accent either. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I also feel bad for my roommates. It's only 10 o'clock, I guess, but still, I'm sitting here quite loudly reading out a visual novel.
I think it'll be good.
It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. That was terrible. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it.
Switch to playing a different game. This is too much.
Really? You can't deal with this, Jazmine? You were so enthusiastic about this before.
Yeah, and then I discovered you're not a very good voice actor, Alex.
God dang it. I still want to experience this, though. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Hilali, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Me too, Yuri. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Same. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of her own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Is Sayori hitting on her?
No.
I'm not cute! Sure. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them! Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Dots. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Dots. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Hilali? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Hilali... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hi! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club! When my nose isn't plugged, I can do a way better Mickey Mouse. Oh boy! Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hilali, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Hilali, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Okay, no more of that. Yay! Okay. I'm kind of starting to get bored. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. I feel like we just introduced the Power Rangers. Will I really be happy What?
Never mind. No.
Okay. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. This guy is a neat.
Hey guys, if you didn't notice, Karl went to bed.
Oh, he did? Crap.
He went to bed like a while ago.
Aw. Bye, Karl.
He wandered off drunk to get hot Cheetos, and then was eating the hot Cheetos because he's so drunk. He went to bed.
Amazing.
So drunk, he's having trouble eating hot Doritos, and he has to do stuff tomorrow.
Amazing. Chris, are you also playing Doki Doki?
Yes.
Why? God.
Because I have nothing better to do with my life.
Oh crap. I really hope that I haven't been feeding... No, I haven't been. I hope that stream is okay, because apparently I had it playing in the background for all of that. Oh god. Has it been okay, Jazmine?
I've been watching stream, I haven't been listening to it though.
Well, that's fine. You've been watching though, it wasn't all choppy?
Yeah, it was.
It was?
Yeah. It's like a few seconds behind what you're saying, but usually it isn't.
Well, yeah, that's perfectly normal. I just mean in terms of like... I guess this game doesn't really have FPS.
No.
I'm only getting 40 FPS in this game.
I'm getting 20.
Seriously?
Yeah, when I was 35. No. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Ooh, I got a shot at something with some of them.
If this was a club in high school, I would have totally joined it for the hot dogs. Sad.
Same. Flying
I only like this in video games.
flower.
Actually, I was part
Effulgent climax.
of like a little tripod.
Passion. Desire. Lollipop. Entropy.
Writing the poem down.
Yes. What should I pick, chat? Unrestrained. Entropy unrestrained. Pleasure, I guess. Horror. Papa. Papa pleasure. Yes, Daddy. Oh. I could play Who's Your Daddy on stream.
Please don't.
Or Daddy Dating Sim or whatever it was.
Yeah, who's your daddy?
Yeah, it is.
How about Toyota Full Voice? No.
I'm not playing Had a Full Boyfriend. That has been done enough.
What bird?
Unrequited. Doki Doki, whatever that means.
Doki Doki.
Sure, it sounds kind of cute. What is it?
It's pretty much just means like cute.
Oh, okay.
Doki.
It makes me think of Daka Daka, and that's not the same.
No.
Or, oh, what's the other thing that's super common that's Japanese? I can't remember. What's the chick's name in the green that's always on 4chan? I don't remember. Depression. Okay, now what? Kawaii, socks, chocolate, grief, melancholy.
Kind of like socks. Big socks.
Socks. Okay.
I wonder, does it actually show you the poem?
Bouncy. I don't know. It doesn't. You now see everything I see.
Nice.
There's nothing on the screen that you guys can't see now. Bouncy. After image.
Anime, like boobs?
That's exactly what I was going for. After image. Agonizing, despise, contamination, graveyard, vanilla, clouds, precious bunny, bubbles, and strawberry. Clearly the answer is graveyard.
There you go.
And skirt. Or fantasy. Or sticky. Skirt. This is gonna be an awful poem.
Go.
Do I have to read this? Hi there, Halali. Glad you see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
Ollie.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. We are? Oh, I'm also reading everything, Chris. Out loud. Thanks for keeping your promise, Halali. You're gonna be ahead of me, and I want no spoilers, Chris.
I will not give you spoilers.
Okay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Does that mean something? Keeping your manga collection in the club room, is that like is that like a burn in Japan?
Fucking weed.
Weeb trash. I should change the change the tags on this to weeb trash.
I mean, it certainly isn't a history game anymore, I don't think.
I did remove the history gaming tag. I can't do a sassy black woman impression. That's the closest you get. Natsuki,
Terrible.
I know. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Halali always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. What else am I gonna call it? Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Oh, it's Jazmine. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Real good friends. I might be a little jealous. How come you and the Hillside Strangler can become good friends too? What else do I call this? Sayori? So Sayori's new name is gonna be Shadman. Hmm? So it's Halali and Shadman now.
Somehow better. No.
As usual, Shadman seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Shadman! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Shadman made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. What should Yuri's name be?
Yowie.
that is actually.
That's already weird going enough.
Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out her penis. A book.
Wait, what?
No. Is that the one? No. Is that the one that Yuri is, Jazmine? You know your degeneracy better than I do.
No.
Is Yuri?
Girl on girl.
Oh, okay. Which one is Traps? Etchy? Is that it?
Futanari.
Oh, okay. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. I need something to replace Natsuki's name with, though. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Discuss it. Eyebrow wiggle. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
I don't think
She has a crush on you, Hilali.
Jesus.
Yuri has a crush on Hilali, Chris. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this in before it's hentai. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Okay, what are we going to replace Monica with?
Lewinsky.
That's too easy.
Monica Lewinsky.
Too easy. Shadman and MILF. I don't know. I can't think of anything. That was bad. No. I guess Monica for now. I can't think of anything better. Monica are having a nice, cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, what are we naming Natsuki? I hope we do get to read the poems. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. What was that scene change for? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Dots. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, I really want to take some NyQuil to stop my nose, but I also had alcohol.
That's fine. Just get real fun.
As we speak.
Are we doing this again?
Yeah.
God, fine. If I puke, it's your fault, Jazmine.
Just leave it there, I'll clean it up next time I'm there.
Okay. It's gonna be a long time from now.
Yeah, just leave it. I'll clean it up next day when I get there.
Okay. That was probably a bad idea. But my nose is driving me mad. Oh.
Mad as a hatter.
It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Aha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Hilali? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. I like this character that I've unfortunately named Hilali. He's a good guy. He fosters interest in things. That's one of the things that you liked me for. Remember?
Are you talking to me or us?
You, Jazmine. No, we were just both the nerdy kids in church camp.
The nerdy kids who both kind of guests.
Who weren't Frenches or related to the Frenches. Yeah. If any Frenches are listening, I don't actually apologize. Fuck you. Anyway, the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, autism simulator. I might as well get started reading it, right? Max's autistic journey, remember, Chris? In fact,
Unfortunately.
I should play that on stream. I don't actually know what Max's autistic journey's actual name is. I think it's on itch.io. Maybe. Yeah. I may as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Haha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. This doesn't sound like reading. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. I wish I could. It's not a particularly bad thing. Yeah, her hair, like, resting on my shoulder, brushing my cheek occasionally. Like, when she gets a little bit too... What? No. When she gets a little bit too close, like, her boob brushes up against my shoulder. I can smell, like, her hair. Yeah. I don't know. I'm adding to the story poorly. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just...
A total of 2 hours.
No, they hung out yesterday too.
Yeah, that I included that in the total.
And then I wrote a poem about her. I don't know, I said horror and graveyard in it. I was thinking of her. I'm trying to date the cute goth chick, Jazmine. Leave me be.
Oh shit.
Is it working?
Which GF did push that?
I don't know, I'm trying to get Yuri GF.
That's funny.
I feel like Yuri GF is like the game version of Jazmine GF. I like Jazmine GF. And she's awesome.
I would hope that they considering the game. If not, that would be super awkward.
No, I don't actually like you, I just, you know, it's better than nothing. They're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Dun 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 dun. Oh God, I feel like the NyQuil did actually affect my mind, but didn't actually fix my nose. Yes. That's what I did like 10 minutes ago when I asked if I should do that.
Yeah, look, we lost our drunk Karl and required a
I just wanted my nose to stop being plugged. Ow. I didn't make lean.
You said the NyQuil because my nose is stuffed, but I've been drinking alcohol. And I said, oh yeah, hell yeah, do it, come on, we're having fun. And then he went and drank the NyQuil.
The first time.
I know.
This is the second time. I told Jazmine it's her fault if I throw up.
You still drink it.
You get to pay for the apartment cleaning, Jazmine.
I told you I'd clean it, just leave it there and I'll clean it next time I'm there.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Aha! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of us. Ooh. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. God, it's like me in middle school. I remember being this pathetic.
Now you're just slightly less pathetic.
I have a girlfriend now. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. And then Yuri turns the page. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Such a touching moment. If this were in a movie, they'd do this for like a page and then they'd kiss. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. Yes. There's only like 3 other people, and they all know that I have a crush on this chick. It's okay. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I feel like that's almost offensive.
Yeah.
I see! Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Halali, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Dots. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Finally, the poems.
Fuck yeah.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah! Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Shut down! Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
Do the girl voice. Just read it normally.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Clearly Goth GF. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Haha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Yes, I did.
What did you say first?
I showed it to Yuri first. He asked if I had... Yeah, of course. Goth GF. Obvious choice. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone as she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them and beginning them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
All of the above.
Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was reading. Sorry, Chris. I didn't think that was that edgy of a poem.
Wait till she explains it.
Oh. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. That wasn't script. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Hilali. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. What? What has caused this laughter? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Hilali. Me too. Oh, gosh.
Is the awkward getting to you, Alex?
Yes. My mouth is tired of speaking.
Maybe you should drink something that's not...
Maybe.
Two options.
Is there a way to turn on, like, auto-read? Maybe? Oh god, there's a whole... I'm not drinking more NyQuil.
Wow, go for
Oh god. Isn't there alcohol in NyQuil?
A small amount. Like
Yeah,
1% or something like that.
that's not the point of NyQuil. The point of NyQuil is to fuck up in other ways.
It's the dextromorphin that's fucking you over in it. Or whatever the fuck it is.
See, so the warnings say this product contains acetaminophen. Severe liver damage may occur if you take 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day while using this product.
Every day.
Yeah, see, I've only had 2, and this is only 1 day. And it doesn't actually say not to drink with this. It says not to drink more than 3 drinks if taking it regularly. Daily.
Which means the acetaminophen will fuck your liver pretty hard.
Yes, but you know, a small amount of NyQuil while drinking less than 3 drinks 1 day is not going to kill me.
No.
Not.
And
The other shit in it will make you get drunker faster.
See? I've just made my alcohol go farther. I could throw in some Zantac. Yeah, I know.
Is this gonna be future evidence in a legal case?
I hope not.
What happens?
I hope not.
You might actually get your stream taken down for self-harm if you keep going this way.
Oh, really?
That's a thing.
Weird. Fine. Oh god, you know, actually they may, like, throw a fit because of,
No, they won't.
abusive things. Really?
You're not actually abusing things. You're just making fun of you.
For being a doof. You doof.
Really?
It's not like you're chugging a whole bottle of NyQuil right now.
I suppose.
Wanna bet?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Absolutely not.
I will send
How
you
do
my
you like
bank
your
account
mixed
balance.
drink?
Everything I'm doing is perfectly legal. My account is set to mature only. I think I'm golden. Having a good time so far?
Thanks, Alex. I like mine half alcohol, half NyQuil.
I like mine very small amounts of alcohol with lots of pop.
I like large amounts of alcohol and large amounts of pop. Yeah, what I mean is I just like to drink a lot, okay?
Well, I think out of the three of us, my mixed drink is the most fun.
Yes, you also apparently have no taste buds.
Hey, oh boy.
What did you say, Jazmine? I missed that.
Jasmine's mixed drinks are always at least half liquor.
Mine are about a third or more, depending on what it is.
Mine are about a quarter.
And then you
Yeah.
got Karl, which looks like a tablespoon instead of a shit-faced.
That's how my friend Anna is.
God.
Like, seriously, okay, so we were at work. Well, and Riley had one Kipton and Coke and one beer. And he's like, oh man, I don't know if I should drive.
Wow. I mean, I'd wait like an hour, half an hour, something like that, before I was willing to drive. But that's just to be absolutely safe, you know? Well, after like one mixed drink and a beer, I would wait a while. Just to be certain, you know? Yeah, well, I'd like to avoid that because that's wrong. Don't drink and drive, kids.
And a PSA from your local outlet.
Yes.
Oh, you guys, remember yesterday how I told you that Anna's sister, converted to Jewism?
Jewism.
Jewism? So, apparently, Jewishry. So, Anna's been hanging out with her sister's church all day today. And apparently a bunch of them are conspiracy theorists, and they think that Oprah sacrifices people, like, for power or something, apparently.
What?
Anna was...
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the world's biggest Oprah fan, but, like, what? Really?
Anna said P. Diddy, and, like, who even talks about P. Diddy anymore?
Oprah can fuck off. Presidential thing, though. She can fuck off.
But, like, does P. Diddy sacrifice humans for power? With Oprah?
Yes.
Oh, you should join this church,
No, I'm
Chris. You
good.
sound like you have a lot in common with them.
No, I'm good. Look, I don't like dealing with the crazies I have to deal with in my church. I don't want to go to a church that's very specifically crazy.
Oh, but Anna also said that she decided that going to synagogue wasn't bad, and that if she wanted to be with the guy who was Jewish, she would totally convert for him. And I said that's a really horrible reason to convert to a religion.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Anna said that if she wanted to be with a guy who is Jewish, she would definitely be willing to convert for him. And
Kind of
just
weird,
like
actually.
that's a horrible reason to convert. But okay.
So just to be with a dude that...
That's a pretty bad reason to convert, and also, like, she's married.
That was a
No, I don't, but okay.
We're talking about Anna, not Allie.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
Anna and her Jewism.
Yes.
Sorry, isn't Anna just your friend? Like, your better friends?
I also much prefer clicking through this and reading it in my head to reading it out loud. My voice is done. Yeah. So I'm not going to read this anymore. Sorry. It's just going to be banter and Doki Doki in the background.
Doki
Honestly, that
Doki.
sounds like more fun to me. Hey.
Yeah.
Monica Lewinsky's mouth is my U.S. leader.
Oh god. I'm going to go get a bottle of water because I'm responsible.
I'm gonna get a bottle of Jack because I'm not.
Jack's not even good and it's expensive.
That's okay. It's not even Jack. It's the Evan Williams.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So you spent your period.
What about being scrubby? Now I am Dr. Moo.
Yes. Dr. Moo.
Doc Moo. Zero out of 10.
I just feel like
I don't know, she's got like this bow, it sort of looks like cat ears.
No, it doesn't.
Monica.
And these are totally cat ears. Right here, these shadows, clearly cat ears.
Oh, yeah, on her bangs.
Yeah. And then the bow, yeah, no, she's a cat girl. I better just press P. Press P to jiggle. Press P to jiggle. Nekopara. We could play Nekopara on stream. No, thank God.
Well, dude, someone gifted me a cat.
Wow. Why don't I stream a normal game like Crusader Kings 2 or like one of the Total Wars? Do people watch this shit? People don't actually watch Total War games from 12 years ago?
I'm getting a good giggle out of this.
But allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point.
This doesn't sound like poetry anymore.
Oh,
This doesn't sound like poetry.
oh man.
This sounds like...
Yes. I don't think anyone needed you to say that, Chris.
I need to say it.
Too hot for Twitch, we're gonna get banned.
You can't get banned for saying sex if there are titty streamers. Don't say that on my Christian server.
Excuse me, please don't swear on my page.
Yeah, fuck off.
However, in reality, actually, for real, don't swear on my Facebook page.
Yeah, your grandparents go ape shit.
Yeah.
Fucking... Ugh. Moral busybodies, I'm sorry. Your grandparents are alright.
Chris, have you met your dad?
Dad watched porn on your guys' internet.
But that's really the only thing he does other than cameras.
Other than cameras. Other than watching everything you do.
They're just slowly been going away. There's fewer and fewer of them.
No, he does the exact same crap my uncle did that made me get out as soon as I could.
Yeah,
Anyways, you guys want to know what's sweet?
What?
Having my own house.
Yes.
Can someone help me get in that arrangement?
I will. Just give me like a year. Save money, Chris. Or buy a truck. One or the other.
Which one of you guys has the credit score to rent a place?
Neither of us.
Implying that either of us have a credit score.
So then, what is your plan?
My plan is to change jobs and build enough cash to pick up like a HUD house or something. And those you can get for... You know what a HUD house is?
Nope.
It's a house that currently doesn't meet building code, and you have a year to learn the code. And I know how to do that shit, so...
Yeah, okay. That'd be fine. We need to get an extra bedroom for Karl.
See you guys' cat?
Yes. He can't live in a camper in Michigan.
Yeah, you could.
He could.
I feel like...
Did you just say a 4-bedroom, Chris?
Yeah.
Yes, 4-bedroom.
Four bedrooms for who?
One for Chris, one for me, one for Karl, one for the random person I've never met that's apparently living with us.
Oh,
It's Eric's brother.
I don't know Eric either.
Just, honestly, I would shoot Eric if I had to live with him. But his brother's pretty chill, actually.
yeah, this house sounds awful. I'm gonna live on the other side of the state.
There's no jobs over there.
There's jobs in my state.
Congrats. Let me know when they start building shit in the state.
Okay. They built it all a long time ago, and now it's just empty.
I have to read this.
Spackle.
Hole in wall. Spackle. There you go. We can fix this. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A nosy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, will never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
Correction, this is the edgiest poem I've read.
Yeah, I didn't like that poem at all. Yuri's was better.
Yuri's was much better. I think my favorite was the...
No spoilers.
Oh, these the only two you've done?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's taking me ages because I'm trying not to just click through it rapidly so anyone can actually, like, read this.
So, read to the end of the line and count to 10.
Why is your guys' plan to live with 4 guys in one house? When you guys could probably afford to not do that?
Well, because apparently... Well, because Karl, and because apparently now Seth.
Basically, yes.
Have you guys considered if Chris lived with Seth and if Alex lived with Karl?
Yes, but Karl changes where he's going to live next year every week.
True.
And I don't think we can count on Karl.
Yeah.
Generally. No, I like Karl, but goddamn.
Yeah.
So then Seth is the,
Yes.
Seth isn't leaving this out of the state. It's yeah.
So is that why you're not leaving that side of the state?
No, fuck no.
Chris loves Seth. Sure.
In the most, yes, but not gay.
Yes.
He's the closest thing I've had to a brother, other than maybe Alex.
Damn, you just got, like...
Burned.
owned, Alex. You were an afterthought.
Damn.
Now, you're really about on the same level. The problem is I don't see Alex very often, because he's in fucking Texas!
Yeah.
He's got a point
Bit
there.
of an issue.
And when he's not in Texas, he's on the other side of the damn state from me.
Yeah,
Where Seth
see
is
now, Alex?
literally 5 minutes away from me.
See, now that can be us, Alex. You and Chris can be 5 minutes away from each other, and we can be across the state from each other.
Yeah.
I feel like she's trying to prove a point here.
Now that point's already been proven.
Yeah, I actually have, like, an incentive to come visit you, though.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, visiting Chris is like... I mean, what did we do when I visited Chris? We sat there going, what do we do today?
Yeah, basically.
Well...
Not much to do over here.
Yeah.
But there's... Unless you want to work, there's plenty to do.
Have a job.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get my job back at Secure Alarm. I don't know, though.
What do you do at Secure Alarm?
What did I do at Secure Alarm? I installed security systems.
You're not like being a contractor anymore?
It's not paying enough. If I want to actually get a house, I need to make more, and I need benefits like insurance and shit, because I can't be with my parents for... I've got like 2 more years of my parents' insurance.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
That was depressing.
Not gonna lie, some of this is actually somewhat inspiring.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the dark twist.
No spoilers.
I just know there's a dark twist because the fucking intro to the game.
Yeah. How far ahead of me are you?
I just got done with all the
Homes? Okay.
yeah.
I feel like this game is getting very, very close to bordering on people leaving because they don't get to the twist. You know?
Mm-hmm.
If the whole point of this game is this twist that I've heard about, and
It's gotta happen
like...
pretty quick.
Yeah, it's gotta happen pretty quick, because, like, people who don't enjoy this type of game aren't really gonna play much longer than I have. I've been at this for an hour and a half, practically.
It's so this isn't really my kind of game, but at the same time, like if I just don't want to like play a game, this would be a compromise. Or like if it's fucking 2 in the morning, but my fucking baked out of being awake for too long.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like I'm gonna get hardcore judged for playing this because there's a few people that I go to church with that are friends with me on Steam, and he's playing Dota 2 right now.
Hardcore judge.
I mean, you can judge him for playing Dota 2 and having trash taste.
Trust me, I frequently do. Dota 2 is a trash game.
Yes, it is.
Trash people.
It's not even a good MOBA.
I don't like MOBAs as a general rule.
Me neither. I can't stand MOBAs, but Dota 2 is not even a good one.
Okay, so
You spent your Saturday night with a bunch of pink-haired girls, and what did you do?
Cute pink-haired girls.
So he actually does watch anime. So he'd be like, what did you like? Watch anime or like maybe hentai? And give me that funny look. No, I didn't watch hentai. You know my dad. You know who my dad is, right?
I mean, he apparently doesn't block 4chan.
I don't know who 4chan is, and that's probably a good thing.
The infamous hacker known only as 4chan.
Yeah, God, that is about my dad's level of internet savvy.
Yes. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my
Your breasts.
the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Same.
I feel like she wrote this poem before, like, that one.
Yeah.
Did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit.
How do you answer just a little bit to a yes or no question?
You've seen this before, Chris. You aren't allowed. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. That's literally the dialogue, Chris. Why are you preempting the dialogue?
Honestly, I forgot about that. Sorry. But also, it is a fair question. Dude, your mouse is really fucking loud.
Sorry.
Are you using the built-in mic on your laptop?
Yes.
Oh, there's your problem. That's why your audio sounds like shit.
Hey, I was told it sounded pretty good for a built-in laptop mic.
Yes, it sounds pretty good for that. That's like saying Haiti's pretty good for a shithole country.
This is also accurate. Yeah, Haiti's pretty good for a shithole country.
It is definitely worse for shithole country.
I don't know really anything about Haiti, so I really can't talk about it. My understanding is it's really not that terrible, though. It's poor, but that's about it.
So, if you want to get a decent headset with a built-in mic.
No.
They have a healthcare system.
I will buy you for Christmas.
I don't need a fancy headset.
It doesn't have to be fancy. It could be like the one that I bought, that Seth bought for his Xbox. It was like $30.
Yeah, but, like, nice headsets make my ears hot anyway.
This one has blonde ear cups on it. It actually really comfortable. I like it a hell of a lot better than mine.
Oh, that might not be too bad then. The one I'm using is the $10 like Amazon Basics headphones, and the built-in mic on the laptop.
Had the same set of Skull Candy headphones since my freshman year of college.
I cannot keep a set of headphones for more than like 3 months. I destroy them, just like socks.
Alright.
Are you going to bed?
So for $48.62.
What?
For $48.62, that is what the Astro 8 headset. Yep, all that means is it has, instead of having the two separate plugs, it's just got the one plug, like my headset has. Actually.
Getting harder than you were before, Alex, and you're getting kind of aggressive about it.
I'll use the trackpad mouse then.
That's gonna probably be worse because it's actually on the laptop.
Is it worse?
No, this is better.
This is so much better, actually. I'm surprised.
Whatever you're doing, I can't hear it now. Before, it was like...
I think the mic is like on the right side of the computer, and that's where the mouse is.
My heartbeat was starting to sync up with the clicking, and...
Don't listen to the stream if you have a heart murmur, anyone.
Yeah.
I may give you a heart attack.
If your heartbeat's suggestible by noise, don't...
Should I put that warning at the beginning?
That's kind of like a...
What?
Anyway. You also shouldn't go to a skillet concert, but you know.
Who goes to a Skillet concert anyway?
They do a fucking awesome show. So not gonna
Really? Oh, I never cared for Skillet. I just don't like their music. I don't like any Christian rock band.
They're the exception, in my opinion.
Skillet when I was in middle school.
Ooh, edgy.
You're the one who says they're so good.
I'd rather listen to MCR, to be honest. I'd still rather listen to MCR.
Listen, I still listen to MCR.
I know.
I don't even give a fuck.
How bad is my hard drive space now? I have 8 gigs free. I've used 3 since starting this. Okay. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Hilali started showing up.
Also, can we talk about Natsuki? Does she have cat teeth? I'm confused.
What you mean, boy?
Look at her face.
I'm looking at her.
She got like the one tooth out of the corner of the mouth thing going on.
Oh, they're fighting over me.
Yes, they are.
It's okay. They can get bigger.
I didn't see this part. Maybe it's the alcohol.
I don't know. Clearly Yuri is best GF.
Oh, okay, I'm right here. I'm right where you were.
Yuri is my Doki Doki waifu.
I think the dark one that like is completely fucking him over.
Of course.
Actually, no, I thought that's Monica. Actually,
I don't know.
so who's fighting over you?
Hilali and Natsuki.
You are Hilali. What are you talking about?
Oh, Yuri and Natsuki. Of course it's gonna be Yuri of Goth GF. What? I said Yuri.
It's basically tall Jazmine with long hair.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm not that timid. Excuse you.
I mean, I was talking aesthetically.
Oh, okay.
Although the only one with a really truly established aesthetic is Natsuki, I'd say.
With what?
A truly established aesthetic.
Nah.
Like me. Aesthetic. Oh, shit. Wrong chat.
Hi, Moo. Is that a burp or did like a rip? Oh, like a rip in the all of
Both
you.
actually.
You know, the fact that all of these girls' hair is pink except Yuri is kind of like, why didn't they pick another hair color?
Why didn't they make one in ginger? Gingers.
I know.
They should've really
That's what it is.
I'm not saying that on stream. Yes, I am implying something.
Does this involve somebody that we all know?
Yes. Do you really want me to say this on stream?
No, I don't.
Good!
Fake posting.
Vague streaming.
Why did you say that?
She knows too. Yeah, everyone knows this.
They should be fair.
I didn't know that you had to say this out loud.
Like redheads, she's not the first, and I'm sure she won't be the last.
There you go.
That I'm attracted to. Where the fuck did Karl go? Did he die?
Yes.
I said like an hour ago that Karl went to bed.
Why is he still in chat?
Probably because he just passed out without turning it off.
Oh yeah, Karl never shuts his computer off. I don't know why.
Same.
Oh, he was talking about like power use or something, and yeah, stupid bullshit.
I usually just go to sleep with my laptop on, honestly.
Weirdo. That's why your computer runs poorly.
You run poorly.
Yes, I do. So, yes.
I like listening to creepypastas when I go to bed, and if I wake up in the middle of the night, I want a nice creepy story to put me back to sleep, okay?
I don't. The only option here is just autistic screeching.
Why, Chris?
Why what?
The autistic screeching. That's even better than the re. Ah, I see.
What is shitting storms?
You know what I mean?
Oh crap, you know what? I desperately hope the music in this game isn't copyrighted.
It's okay, I don't think YouTube's after you, Alex.
The bot will recognize it and monetize it corporately. I guess I can't monetize it anyway unless I get, like, 1,000 more subscribers than I have.
You can't monetize it yourself because nobody watches your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have enough people to actually monetize YouTube's.
Just got sad.
Yeah, no one actually watches my streams, but I still stream, because it's fun.
And girlfriend are watching right now.
My best friend is not watching. Yes.
I can see I'm the only person in the room.
Yes.
Wait, are you implying?
Thank you for being there for me, Jazmine.
I just can't actually load both at the same time right now. My internet connection's being shitty.
Yeah.
Because I'm downloading Steam shit right now too.
Probably.
Yeah, all I happen to be doing is
It's
watching
still
Insert Anime Girls and knitting.
Seems fair. Have you played this one, Jazmine?
Literature Club? No.
No. I just, for some reason, thought you had.
Sorry, I'm not a giant fucking weeb like some people.
You're the one that watches anime here.
Alexander.
Watches anime here.
Oh, I forgot you too. Fucking weebs.
Occasionally.
Fucking weebs.
Hi, Mui.
You should.
Like to go outside?
You should watch intelligent, rationalist, centrist content, like Sargoy.
Do not.
I actually do watch it just to keep up with the bull crap.
Would be like
Yeah. It's so someone brought up the idiocy of the whole liberalist crap. And Sargon's reaction to it was basically to label anyone who criticized him for it a member of the alt-right, and say that he wasn't going to listen to the alt-right. And it was like, wow. And he kept repeating, if anyone here has valid criticism, I'm happy to listen to it. But then, he totally ignored all of the criticism and just kept saying it wasn't valid. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm writing, apparently. Graveyard. Climax. Graveyard climax. Is it?
Necrophilia?
Yeah.
Yes?
I just wasn't sure. I don't remember the legal codes while I'm drunk, okay?
You're the criminologist. Don't you know that having sex with dead bodies is illegal?
I'm drunk. Are you implying something?
That's what people who don't think, Alex. I'm sorry, officer, I didn't know it was illegal. You know what's really sad, guys?
What?
Neither of you have a dog.
Yes, it is.
I think I like you less as people because you don't have dogs.
Be that way.
I'm just so mad that this stupid frame welded bolt is no longer welded to my frame. Like, fuck. It totally defeats the purpose of being a frame welded bolt. Alex, are you really using the mouse again?
Sorry.
It's just so much better when you don't.
Okay, fine. Yeah?
The clicking.
What?
What? The clicking is gone.
Who's clicking super heavy then?
No one? I stopped using the mouse. This is the other one.
Sad.
Fine, I'll just tap the trackpad. I hate doing it this way.
Listen, are you trying to have the most enjoyable stream experience possible?
Yes. I feel like I'm skipping through this too fast. I am actually starting to get a little bored, though.
Just play a different game.
I want to get to the twist before I quit this.
No twist for you.
What? Oh. You still here, Chris?
Yeah.
Cool.
Come on. Just like 2 more seconds, maybe.
I'm gonna save, just in case.
In case what?
I don't know. You never know. Game might crash.
Doubtful, but
It just occurred to me I've not saved at all, so...
there's no auto-save feature, best I can tell.
Yeah.
Sad. My VR.
Yuri's getting spicy. Your choices matter. Is it actually gonna let me, like, select dialogue at any point? I feel like visual novels never let you actually have enough choices. They could be amazing. They could be choose-your-own-adventure video games. But instead, they don't give you any choices.
Alex. You just said that it could be a different kind of game.
This is why I don't play choose-your-own-adventure games. I really like being friends with you. Friend-zoned.
Friends, Alex. Just friends.
Just friends. Just really good friends. Do you like oolong tea?
I like oolong tea.
I could do with some tea.
Alright, I got oolong and I got jasmine.
I'll take some jasmine.
I like your like wheezy laugh. That didn't sound like the door. I told you that my dad and my sister both noted that you laugh at your own jokes, right, Alex?
Yeah, I know.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm glad that you don't find that weird. But I mean, honestly, I don't really understand why you're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes. If I don't find it funny, why would I say it? Ooh, she's flirting hardcore now.
She's been flirting hardcore the whole time.
Jazmine, as you have well experienced already, I am not very good at picking up hints. How long did it take me, Jazmine?
40 years.
It did not take 40 years. Maybe 40 months, although I think that's still too long.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. Maybe 40 weeks. How about that?
Okay, that sounds fair.
40 weeks of you hinting?
If she started the first day you met. Yeah?
No, we met in like 10th grade. But she wasn't flirting with me then. She wanted to punch me then. You want to share this story with Stream, Jazmine?
Have you never told a story like this before?
I don't think so.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, so the first time I remember ever meeting Alex was because I had given a speech in debate, an affirmation of a bill, and then they asked if anybody had any negation speeches, and how Alex's school was like you need to give a certain amount of speeches for credit because it was a class, and Alex didn't write speeches because he was a little douche. So he stood up to give a negation speech. Yeah, so he decided he'd give a negation speech, having not written one or done any research. So he takes my speech with all of my points, just flips them around and makes up sources for them. Like, what paper published that study? Like, oh, this paper, and the author was blah, blah, blah. And Alex just says things with such confidence. So my speech ended up getting like back points. And
For making up sources that you didn't make up.
for making up, yup. And, so I actually did all this research during the process, and like, oh yeah, blah 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 this question, and Alex is like, blah blah blah, made up answer. Fuck you, dude. I walked out of the room and I went to my friend Sheeham, who's on my team, and I was like, hey Sheeham, have you ever met Senator Will before? Yeah, I've met Senator Will before. He's been in my chambers. I'm like, if I ever see him again, I'm gonna fucking
Dating.
Yes. And she never punched me.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
When I least expect it.
You'll be on like their deathbed, and I'll be like, Alex, I have something I need to tell you before you die. What is it, Dad? Like, I'll punch you in the face.
That was for debate.
That was for when I was 16.
Man, I hope my dad never doesn't look at the frickin' music I'm listening to.
What freaking music are you listening to? Is it more mean?
No, it's the Doki Doki theme. Ra ra Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. There was a cat who really was gone. Dun, dun, dun. Ra ra Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. It was a shame how he carried on.
Come on, Mama. Come on. Come on the bed, Mocha. Come on, baby boy. Come on. Coco.
It's just so catchy.
I know.
Which is funny because the original artist is actually German. West German at that.
Of course.
Guys, is my house haunted? Coco's barking at the wall. Take that as a yes.
Remove kebab.
This is so awkward. What's going on in this game?
Oh.
Are you guys like hanging out in a closet?
No, I'm feeding this girl chocolates because that's what friends do, right?
Have you been dug into Jazmine?
No. I've never fed Jazmine chocolates before. I can if you want.
If you could just bring me the chocolates, I can feed them to myself.
She's a strong, independent.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I just like gifts.
How'd that teal quote go? She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no.
She is a strong, independent fish who don't need no bicycle.
Honestly, I've never heard that. Well, I've never heard that thought about To be fair, usually when I'm listening to it, I'm like driving, so I'm kind of concentrating on the fucking road.
Yeah.
Did you say fuck the road?
Yes.
Oh, so that sounds like it would give you burns of the
Road burn.
yes road rash, really, or you know. Am I wrong?
I hope that got on stream.
Look at this now. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. When Chris was giving us health advice.
What?
Don't cross the road. It's a bad idea. You might never.
Oh. No, I didn't actually mean that. I played a song.
Didn't hear that.
Oh. No, it wasn't that. The Teal Deer intro. I'm shocked that this isn't getting on stream.
What is it?
Oh, actually it is.
Oh.
It's coming through Twitch.
Yes, exactly.
Sarcasm with tags late stating that in this late just the videos and any
Sorry. There we go.
because
Anyway, I'm done with that.
Doki Doki.
No, I played the re-song. Remember, All-Star? Yeah. I played that for the stream. Re. Okay, our version is even worse than the real one. Goth GF is the only valid option.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. I don't know. Yuri visibly swallows.
Gross.
Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this.
What did she say?
It's fine, take your time. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid.
Being appreciated makes you sweaty.
It just makes me really happy. Yuri nods. Oh, if you only read the lines that you can twist, it's hilarious.
I mean, all of them? I think that's the point.
Again, Yuri nods.
Make sure she doesn't drown.
She visibly swallows. No. The raccoon. Oh, it's written about me. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon... The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting emotions onto the newly satisfied animal.
So she is fucking the raccoon.
Satisfying a raccoon.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard there's a hungry raccoon outside.
The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. And I feed myself again.
Okay, so she really is funny.
Yes.
Alexander.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. You've come out as a furry.
Is that the plot twist that she fucks
Probably. I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Oh, man. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Hilali? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Game is pro-furry confirmed. I will shame.
This game is anti-kink shaming. Motherfucker, raccoons are
Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable.
Yeah, like furries.
After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. You're good at a lot of things. Kiss her! Oh. Can I please skip the other two? I really don't care about the others. I'm running through this way too fast, I know.
You're just excited.
I feel like the plot twist is going to be way too far in for most people.
I know. Maybe there isn't one. Maybe the twist is that you spend the whole game waiting for a twist, and then there just isn't one.
The twist is that you fall deeply in love with your girl.
The twist is that this is a completely normal visual novel that had a ton of hype behind it.
I mean, it's very well made. You know, the writing's good quality and the visuals are pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, so far there haven't been that many visuals. And there's no jiggling. There's no cat girls.
It's also a free game, so...
True. You can't expect cat girls from free games.
You gotta pay at least $5 for cat.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. An empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, handing them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That got sorta dark at the end.
That's the plot twist. The poems get dark. That's it.
It's almost kind of creepy.
It's very creepy.
It is a pretty good poem. Sayori. Shadman. Yeah. No, that would be too hot for Twitch. 3 hot, 5 Twitch.
That's the word I use. Maybe disturbing.
I'm not going to bring up the source of my character's name on stream. That would not go well.
That would actually cause an issue.
I mean, I'm not going to actually show it.
Well, yeah, of course. Actually, sure, that would cause an issue.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. There's teal in his big black cock.
You mean the giant black horse cock he uses because you can't actually use a real penis? Well,
No, I meant the black rooster head.
yeah, that's great. But when he was talking about, I think it was Alexa being sexist or whatever.
I don't remember.
I showed a picture of a giant ass horse dick. It's like, 'cause I can't show a human penis, but for whatever reason I can show a giant horse penis.
I feel like that might be worse.
Yeah, you'll get the furries excited.
Yeah, but you can show a horse dick on YouTube. Just not a human one. I'm fine with that, though. That seems like an acceptable compromise.
No.
I mean, I don't want any dicks on YouTube, but I feel like there's less horse dicks than there would be if human dicks were allowed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're horse dicks. So I feel like they're okay in some context, in the context of scientific and veterinary, and otherwise horse dicks should not be on YouTube.
The reason I don't want to, I should say, for whatever reason you have a horse dick on YouTube.
Yo,
Yeah, I don't know. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
Load me? Is that what it says?
Yep, that's what it ends with.
Load me? Load me.
Yes.
It's not great. It's like, what does she want to get loaded with you?
I don't know. I don't like Monica's style of poetry. I like Yuri's. I'm really tired. I guess Natsuki. I hope to God this twist comes soon. Natsuki doesn't like the fact that I'm friends with Shadman. Amy likes spiders.
You're not interested in either Shadman or Natsuki.
Yes. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone.
That wasn't
Is Natsuki actually like 9?
I think she is, yes.
I think Natsuki just had like a psychotic break.
I'm about to have one of those. JK.
Sign me up. Not bad, right? No, it was bad.
It was pretty damn horrible.
I wouldn't even put that in the same category as the word poem.
Oh, so apparently the... Okay, darn. Sorry. Bye, Chris. We love you.
We love you, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
He said he loves us.
Good. Good. So apparently the poem... Apparently the poem was Natsuki trying to portray someone who's a dick for taking issue with what someone else likes.
Okay.
Sure, I don't know. Bye. Why? Why do you do this?
How do I do what?
It was all crackly.
That was probably me.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, good night, Chris.
Good night.
Okay, this is gonna be the last day. If nothing happens the next day, I'm done. These people are terrible at taking into account the thoughts and feelings of those in the group.
They're all just fighting over, Hilali.
Why would I say that? Apparently my character's a friggin' idiot and is going along with this. It's making me angry. If I was in this person's shoes, I would just be like, what? No. No. Clearly, these people aren't comfortable with this. Don't do it.
What's going on?
Monica and Shadman decided to put on a poetry reading, and Yuri and Natsuki don't want to read their poems in front of the entire school, because they had never shared their poems with anyone until a day ago. And Shadman and Monica said, "Oh, you should totally do it anyway, though," and then my character agreed with them.
How did this go from being a literature club to being a
Poetry club? I don't know.
yeah.
They're probably the same thing in Japanese. I don't know.
I don't think that's how things like that work.
I don't know. Okay then. I have no idea. Well,
I'm so tired.
me too. I think I'm done streaming. I have no idea if I'm ever going to play this game again. It's interesting. I feel like I sort of feel gypped because I have no idea when this twist that's coming is actually coming. I don't know, I might play this again. We'll see. I might also just play it on my own. I'll make 2 save slots just in case. But, yeah. It's been fun, folks. Thank you very much for watching my 2-hour and 40-minute stream of Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah. It was fun, folks. I'll see you next time.